Every existence bears within itself the imprint of its roots. The places, the affections, the unexpected encounters, and the challenges faced in the early years are not just memories, but fundamental pieces for the future journey. So it is for Maria Troncatti, the indomitable missionary of the Amazon forest. Her story begins on February 16, 1883 in Cortena, a small town in Lombardy nestled between the Valtellina and the Val Camonica at an altitude of 1,000 meters. Her parents, Giacomo and Maria Rondoni, were simple, concrete people, accustomed to marking the days between prayer and work, lived with sacrifice and generosity, imbued with deep faith. The day after her birth, defying the alpine winter and the snow half a meter deep, her family reached the parish church of Maria Assunta, where little Maria received baptism. The little girl grew up serenely in a large family marked by suffering. Of the 14 children, only 6 survived. From the deep bond with her parents, she learned trust in divine providence and resilience. From her mother in particular, she learned total abandonment to God's will in moments of trial and apprehension. Thus, she matured that granite faith that would sustain her in all her difficult situations. Maria has a lively temperament, playful, cheerful, decisive, and helpful. She loved to pray, help the poor, and face work with joy. Very close to the sensitivity of her father Giacomo, who affectionately called her his earthquake. At school, she met another decisive figure, the teacher Margherita Bulla, who taught her not only to read and write, but was for her a teacher of the Spirit. She prayed her for her first Holy Communion at the age of 6, believing her to be able to understand and live the great mystery. Around the age of 11, while she was up in the Alps, a cloud suddenly surrounded her, enveloping the landscape in a thick fog. Maria lost the goats she had taken to pasture. She became disoriented and lost. Evening fell, and the entire mountain was veiled in a gray, damp, silent blanket. Her father and relatives looked for her, alarmed. They knew the dangers of the night and the fearful temperament of the child. At dawn, they found her asleep near a bush. They asked her if she was afraid. "No," she replied. "I still had in my heart the grace of my communion from Sunday, and I was not afraid. The Lord kept me." In 1893, the teacher Bulla, since there was no 5th grade in the village, prepared her privately for the exam. She proposed the reading of the Salesian Bulletin. Among those pages, Maria discovered Don Bosco and the Salesian missionaries who left their homeland to bring the gospel to the ends of the earth. She was so fascinated that she felt deeply attracted by the call of those peoples who did not know Jesus. She felt the desire to consecrate herself to the Lord within her. She dreamed of being a missionary sister among the lepers, but her dream remained in the closet because it clashed with the contrary opinion of her father. Having come of age in 1904, Maria secretly wrote to Don Rua, Don Bosco's successor, asking him to be welcomed among the Daughters of Mary Help of Christians to become a missionary. Father Rua transmitted the request to Mother General, Sister Catherine de Guerro. The Institute was ready to welcome her, but she must overcome her father's hostility. On October 15, 1905, the day of departure arrived. Maria left her home with determination. Her father, in saying goodbye, fainted, but Maria, despite feeling the excruciating pain of separation, did not turn around and go back. She arrived in Nizza Monferrato. Accustomed to the mountains and the outdoors, she felt lost in the large and organized boarding school. It was a tremendous effort to adapt, but her authentic, solid faith and the dream of being a missionary made her face every difficulty. Lord, I want to be yours forever. O Jesus, I left all that I held most dear to come and serve you, to sanctify my soul. Yes, I have abandoned everything. You alone remain for me now, but you are enough for me. Grant me the love, the spirit of sacrifice, of humility, of self-denial, to be an instrument of good for so many poor souls. September 17, 1908 was the day of her first profession. She was sent to the community of Rosignano, Monferrato, a small town in the province of Alessandria, with the demanding risk of being the cook. Her health, already tested during the novitiate, caused worry, so much so that she had to be transferred to the infirmary of Nizza Monferrato. She received a visit from Don Rua, who asked her if she wanted to recover. Sister Maria responded with enthusiasm that she wanted to recover her health to go to the missions. They prayed 3 Hail Marys together. Don Rua gave her his blessing and told her, "If you have faith, get up." Sister Maria got up, healed. Don Rua prophesied to her that she would live a long life and do much good. Transferred to Varese, where she remained for about 10 years to strengthen her health. On September 19, 1914, she was able to pronounce her perpetual vows. The outbreak of the Great War led her to attend a nursing course. In the military hospital, she was a strong and maternal presence for the many young lives broken by that useless massacre. Not only did she treat the wounded, but she accompanied them with words of comfort, even up into her last breath. She did not imagine how useful this experience would be for her future mission. Then there was a sudden flood of the Tero River. The institution is overwhelmed. The sister sacristan drowned in an attempt to save the Blessed Sacrament. Sister Maria invoked the help of Mary, Help of Christians, promising her, "If you save me from this flood, I will be a missionary." Miraculously, she and her companion, Sister Chiara, managed to save themselves. After the war, Sister Maria was sent to Nizza Monferrato as a nurse. And one night, while she assisted a dying girl, Marina Luzzi, she asked her, "As soon as you see Our Lady, tell her to obtain for me from Jesus to go as a missionary among the lepers." Marina replied, "No, Sister Maria, you will go as a missionary to Ecuador." Sister Maria insists, "Among the lepers," and Marina repeats, "You will go to Ecuador." Marina died at dawn. A few days later, Mother Catherine de Guerro asked Sister Maria to go as a missionary to Ecuador. It was 1922, the year of the 50th anniversary of the foundation of the Institute of the Daughters of Mary, Help of Christians. Great celebrations were held in Nizza with Salesian and FMA superiors from all over the world, among whom was Monsignor Coleman, Bishop and Apostolic Vicar of Ecuador. Seeing the pale and thin missionary, destined for the jungle, did not show much enthusiasm. Instead, he emphasized all the dangers and difficulties of life in those places. But the Lord has His own plans. On November 9th, Sister Maria began the very long journey, ship, train, and finally horseback. The destination is Chunchi in the Amazon region, where the Daughters of Mary, Help of Christians have been present since 1912. Here, Sister Maria opened the botiquín to treat the poorest. Her amiability immediately won the heart of both natives and settlers. 2 years later, on October 26, 1925, Sister Maria began her real adventure in the jungle in an expedition accompanied by the provincial Sister Carolina Maioletti, who wanted to see how the sisters would live, and by Monsignor Coleman. Let's listen to the story from her own words.
Quanti giorni di sacrifici per arrivare a questa missione. Una grande quantità di chivaretti incontravamo per la strada, tutti vestiti di piume, tutti armati, quasi per spaventarci. Però Monsignor ci diceva, avanti, avanti, fatevi coraggio, suore. andate incontro a una grande visione. È troppo poco la preghiera. Per convertire i selvaggi ci vuole sacrifici. Avanti. Passano giorni e giorni nella fitta selva. Fiumi. Però un momento di scoraggiamento mi venne e dico, però Monsignore, dove ci porta per interrarci vivi? Sono già tanti giorni che camminiamo in questa foresta che ancora non vediamo. Avanti, offriamo al Signore i nostri sudori, offriamo al Signore questi sacrifici. Avanti, c'è una grande missione. Sono molti selvaggi che non conoscono il Signore. Ci vuole sacrifici.
During the terrible journey, the group comes across a group of 80 Shuar warriors. Their leader demands that Sister Maria heal his daughter, who was seriously wounded. Otherwise, none of the missionaries would remain alive. Encouraged by Monsignor Coman, with the help of a simple penknife and the assistant prayer of the whole group, Sister Maria managed to extract the bullet. She conquered the Shuar, who now considered her as the greatest healer of any sorcerer. And so the adventurous journey could continue and finally ended in December 4th.
Arrivati a Macas, dopo un mese di viaggio, entriamo in una capanna. Monsignor Comin, ecco il vostro campo, sorelle. Ma non si capiva niente in questo momento. Era una tristezza che non si poteva vivere. Guardavamo intorno, solo foresta, solo un'oscurità. Con Signore, però che facciamo qui noi? Non potremo mai far nulla con questi selvaggi che non possiamo neanche avvicinarli, perché basta guardarli perché fuggono, perché scappano, perché si arrampicano nelle piante. Non importa. Offrite il vostro sacrificio. Io mi accontento se in un anno voi potrete insegnare a uno solo di questi il segno della Santa Croce.
We pray, we suffer, we invoke the help of Christians, and finally the first little girl arrives, and then another. Slowly the sisters' home expanded to accommodate children, disabled babies sentenced to death, abused women, single mothers. The first Christian marriage was celebrated between two young Shuar who chose each other freely without the imposition of their parents. Sister Maria set up a clinic, immediately crowded with poor people, reduced to a stunted survival. It is the Madrecita Buena who welcomes everyone, settlers and Shuar, ready to go anywhere day and night, even crossing the Upano River by canoe or fording it. Her first aid kit and the rosary were her tools that healed not only the body but also the soul. I give you medicines, but the one who cures you is Our Lady. Her work was a slow, patient weaving of reconciliation between two peoples marked by years of conflict. The Shuar, exploded by the settlers, and the settlers fearful of the awakening of the Shuar, whose education would make them aware of their rights. She placed the first two Shuar girls in the school attended only by settlers' daughters, a powerful sign of peace. Particular attention is paid to young women whom she formed to be Christian nurses, capable of combining care of the body with the formation of the person, recognized in his or her dignity. Sister Maria was also entrusted with the Hospital of Sequoia, where she remained permanently from 1947. She promoted the construction of a hospital, which was entrusted to her management. One night, the Salesian mission was set on fire. It all had to be rebuilt. The Shuar took up arms to rebel. Sister Maria intervened, the only one who could speak to the hearts of the rebels. We have taught you to love and forgive offenses. If you really love me, lay down your arms at my feet." And they obeyed her. But Sister Maria was still worried. "I would be very happy to be able to offer my life so that peace may return." And her mission came to an abrupt halt on August 25, 1969. The small plane bound for Quito crashed shortly after takeoff. Sister Maria died instantly, but she remained alive, indelible in the hearts and history of her people, who mourned not only a missionary, but a mother, the Madrecita Buena, the artisan of reconciliation and peace.